Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. We're going to talk about the anime industry, and we're going to touch on Demon Slayer again and how well it's doing. And we're also going to talk about how China is announcing 33 new anime titles. This, of course, is because animation is the hottest ticket in town worldwide as far as entertainment goes, because the pandemic obviously shut down a lot of live action productions. So more and more companies are relying on animation and anime. But is it anime if it's produced in China? I don't know. We're going to talk about that. Before we get into it, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We're at about 154,000 subs. Thank you so much for that. And if you get a chance, go out to shopclownfish.com. We have a new pre-order up for Kneon and Geeky pins. We have a limited supply of the official Clownfish TV pin back in stock. It's on sale today too. Look at that. It's on sale. And we also have some holiday sweaters, some other stuff if you want to support the channel. We don't have a Patreon or anything like that. We seldom do live streams. Merch sales probably are the way to go, and we appreciate the support. Now, Geeky is not going to be on this video. She's baking a cake for Mama Sparkles. She's really, really sorry, so it's going to be a really, really big cake. But I'm going to muddle through these next couple of videos, guys. This is coming from Deadline. I'm going to give a hat tip to CCG for sending this over, talking about Demon Slayer. Now, if you go out to Twitter, you'll see that the official Demon Slayer Twitter account. Now, this translation is really awkward, but they basically said that there are almost 20 million people that went to go see Mugen Train. And please love yourself at the turn of the season, guys. Please love yourself at the turn of the season. Coming from Deadline, Japan's runaway smash Demon Slayer the movie Mugen Train continued its reign at the top of the local charts this weekend as it neared $250 million. $250 million for a 2D animated anime movie released up until this point exclusively in Japan. That's insane. Including Monday's Labor Thanksgiving Day holiday in Japan, Demon Slayer's total across 39 days is 25.9 billion yen, or $248 million. The anime adaptation has now overtaken Frozen to become the number 3 all-time biggest movie in the market. The next one to beat is Titanic, followed by Japan's number 1 film ever, Spirited Away. It might beat Spirited Away. That's crazy. In terms of admissions, Demon Slayer sold nearly 19 million tickets, almost 20 million according to Twitter. 19.4 million tickets through Monday, placing it as the 4th most attended film of all time in that market. That figure will continue to rise. The coming weekend will see illustration card giveaways to entice moviegoers back to cinemas, a strategy that proved successful for the cultural phenom a couple of weeks ago. Demon Slayer is also estimated to be at around $20 million from releases in such markets as Hong Kong and Taiwan, so they are releasing it outside of Japan now. But even just with the Japan total, the title is the number 3 movie of 2020 at the international box office. Well, yeah, we don't have a lot of competition this year, but still, it's impressive. And number 5 worldwide. It still has many offshore releases to come, including via Funimation in the US early next year. However, Demon Slayer was not the lead movie at the international box office this weekend. Those props go to the Daniel Wu starring crime drama Caught in Time, which had a $31 million debut in China. So we're going to talk about China. China getting into the anime market too, because China, of course, most populous country, has a lot of people who like movies. This is why we see Hollywood kowtowing to China, because they want that Chinese money. And, China just announced, BiliBili announced 33 new anime titles. This is coming from Animation Express. And, first I'm like, oh, they're going to be crap like some of the Crunchyroll stuff. But then I watched some of the trailers. This one's Shadow Diver, and it actually looks pretty decent. The animation's pretty good. So it doesn't look like they cheaped out on this at all. It actually looks pretty awesome. Much better than the Crunchyroll originals, much better than X-Arm and High Guardian Spice, that's for damn sure. So maybe they'll be pretty good. But yeah, let's talk about this. This is BiliBili. They've announced the launch of 33 new animation titles in 2021 at the annual event of Made by BiliBili 2020 to 2021. A total of 106 Chinese anime titles have been launched on BiliBili since the beginning of the year. I don't know. Can we get that in English? I don't know. I'll have to look into that. BiliBili chairwoman and chief operation officer Li Ni announced the company's progress in theatrical animated feature films. BiliBili is planning to release Manual of 100 Demons in theaters. The anime series of the same name already has over 100 million video views on the service since its launch in April. So is this their version? Is this China's version of Demon Slayer? So their 10-year ambition between 2014 and 2024 is that we hope to become the Chinese anime hub that drives the Asian animation industry and leads the way in terms of both animation output and audience scale in the next decade. After 2024, we hope that BiliBili will be able to support and witness the birth of a new Chinese anime superhero and blockbuster animation hits. Only this way can we have the ability to continuously export excellent animation works to the global market. So in other words, they want to create their own Demon Slayers because this is where it's at. But is it anime if China's animating it? Now, here's the thing. A lot of Japanese anime is actually outsourced to other countries, Korea and China. So I don't know. Is there such a thing as pure anime anymore? I think it's all kind of all over the place. They're planning to release 13 original anime titles, including those from their joint venture with Howliners Animation, co-producer behind Heaven's Official Blessing. Titles will be sourced from BiliBili's Little Universe program, first launched in 2016 to identify and train young animation talent from across China. 33 new titles. And they actually don't look terrible. I'm going to be honest. In fact, I forget the name of it, but there's another animated movie in China that's doing very, very well. I mean, it's not doing quite as well as Demon Slayer, but it's doing well. So yeah, everybody's jumping on the animation bandwagon. And again, this is because of the pandemic. A lot of it is because we can't produce live action shows. So animation can still be done remotely, safely, I guess. So we're seeing a lot of companies ramp up their animation. Netflix, they just rented a whole new compound in Burbank, and they're talking that they're going to release 6 animated movies a year. And some of these movies are actually being produced by or directed by former Disney and DreamWorks talent. Wall Street Journal had an article about a week ago talking about how anime is going more global. Again, I wonder if it's going to be actual anime, is it actually anime if it's produced outside of Japan, But yeah, this is what's going on. Streaming services are buying up the animation. Now, when you look at the stuff that BiliBili is doing and compare it to Crunchyroll, it's like, man, Crunchyroll, you guys got a long way to go. Because this stuff looks way, way better. But I digress. Now, here's the thing. The desire for animation, the demand for animation is definitely increasing, especially on streaming services as they look for content and they can't film live action content. Now, what I'm worried about is that we're going to get a lot of subpar shitty content. I mean, you might get some really good animated series. They're not all going to be Demon Slayer, and we're going to see a lot of subpar content, in my opinion. Now, the LA Times is like, oh, TV's next golden age is going to come thanks to adult animation. I don't know about that. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't know about that because a lot of the adult animation that we're seeing, especially from like sci-fi, doesn't look very good. But some of it might be pretty decent. I just hope they don't cheap out because I'd rather have one good animated series that's bankable, that will sell merchandise and be an evergreen property than have 100 garbage tier Tumblr type shows. And we're seeing that some of these shows are getting canceled already But the LA Times is talking about MODOK, and which I don't know about that. I don't know. They're talking about that. They're talking about the Animaniacs reboot, which I told you before, I'm not interested in watching it because of how they treated folks associated with the original Animaniacs. They basically didn't even call them to let them know, what was going on. Now, what's weird about this whole thing, about all this revival in animation, and they talk a little bit about Disney, but Disney doesn't seem like they're really doing a whole lot with animation for Disney Plus. There's some stuff announced, but you'd think Disney would be at the forefront of this, and they're not. We've got stuff on Hulu, adult animation on Hulu, but not a whole lot of it. It seems like everybody else is kind of lapping Disney at this point, but given how much they care about some of their franchises, that might be for the best. I don't know. But yeah, it's definitely the place to be right now. The anime industry is up year over year because people are going outside of the US to find quality entertainment. It rose 15%, but that's probably because people are in lockdown too. They're watching a lot more anime, but they keep talking about China wanting to create its own anime. Even in this article, which I thought was really interesting. This is on comicbook.com. Megan Peters is talking about how anime is on the upswing, but they said that the report cautions fans that the anime industry could be in trouble if measures are not taken for future demographic blips. The declining birth rate in Japan is a major concern listed in the report, as well as China's growing regulations on anime. However, most markets of the anime industry are on the rise with film, live entertainment, and internet distribution. Well, we're seeing Australia crack down on some anime too. So I don't know. I gotta wonder, with China wanting to create its own anime, are they eventually just gonna create their own and not even import Japanese stuff? I have no idea. Very interesting time to be an animation fan. There certainly is a lot of it out there. I'm just worried about the quality slipping. I think it's definitely going to happen, especially as studios run out of money because of the pandemic. But we'll see. There are successes. There are a lot of successes, but you got to bring it. You got to make something good. You make something good, people will go see it. Going to wrap it up. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, and we'll talk later.